Hi, my name is Elizabeth Shade and I'm a nurse practitioner in Philadelphia. We've been talking about treatments for urinary incontinence, and today we're going to talk about Kegel exercises. Kegel exercises are the voluntary contraction of the pubococcygeal muscle. Where is the pubococcygeal muscle? This muscle, if you can imagine, hangs like a hammock between the pubic bone in the front of your body and your coccyx or tailbone in the back. And your bladder and your uterus, if you're a woman, and the bowel, portion of that sits above the pubococcygeal muscle, with the urethra and the rectum and the vagina going right through this pubococcygeal muscle. And this muscle forms sort of like a figure 8 around those little tubes, those that need to get from the bladder or the uterus or the bowel to the outside. And at that junction where it forms that figure 8, there is a sphincter or a doorway that stays shut when you want it to stay shut and opens when you want it to empty. We use Kegel contractions or Kegel exercises to help with both stress urinary incontinence and urge urinary incontinence. For stress urinary incontinence, it's thought that doing Kegel exercises will increase the strength and the bulk of the muscle, which will help to improve the function of that sphincter. For urge urinary incontinence, we use that Kegel contraction to control the urge and to relax involuntary bladder contractions. So how do you do a Kegel exercise? They're actually so easy to do. And you can do them when you're having a conversation with someone, talking on the phone, driving in your car, whatever. It's very simple to do. All you're going to do is squeeze and hold like you're trying to hold back a bowel movement. For a woman, you'll also feel a tightening in the vaginal area as well. You don't want to squeeze the muscles of your belly or the muscles of your thighs or the big muscles of your buttocks. You just want to try to squeeze around your rectum like you're pulling it in or holding back gas or holding back a bowel movement. You want to squeeze and hold for a count of 10 and then relax for a count of 10. That together, holding and relaxing, is a 1 Kegel contraction. It's recommended that you do about 10 of those 3 to 5 times a day to start, and that you work up to doing 20 to 25 contractions 3 to 5 times a day. It will only take you a few minutes. Remember, each Kegel contraction only takes 20 seconds. Remember not to squeeze your belly or your buttocks. We really want to isolate so that you're just squeezing the pubococcygeal muscle. When you're doing the Kegel contraction, you should be able to talk. And that's why I said when you're talking on the phone, checking in with your family or your friends, you can practice your Kegel exercises. You can do them at a stoplight while you're watching television, as I said, talking on the phone. And later, we're going to talk about other things that we use the Kegel contraction for to help with. One of those things that I just want to tell you about now is that when you feel like you're going to sneeze or cough, you want to squeeze this muscle to help to tighten up that sphincter or hold that sphincter shut. Always remember, squeeze before you sneeze. That will help you to keep that sphincter shut when you have that increased pressure in your bladder that could force some urine past that doorway. Kegel exercises are often combined with biofeedback and electrical stimulation, and sometimes people use vaginal cones, which are weighted cones that are inserted into the vaginal vault, and you hold those cones in place. And they can be purchased online. I don't believe it's a doctor-prescribed product, but vaginal cones are sometimes used to help people do Kegel exercises. But I know you can do them on your own. You don't need any assistive devices. Just remember, squeeze like you're holding back a bowel movement and hold that squeeze for a count of 10. Good luck.